This is the Three Ridges Wilderness, a rugged backcountry tucked deep in the mountains of Virginia. Over the next 24 hours, we'll ascend nearly 4,000 feet of elevation and camp deep in the backcountry, far from the roads and crowds. Along the way, heavy rain moves in unexpectedly. That leaves us and all of our gear completely soaked.
Just parked at the Three Ridges parking lot. We're going to start our journey hiking south on the Appalachian Trail. Approaching a junction here. We're a little under 2 miles into the trail. Just to give a quick overview of what we've done, we parked here at the Reed's Gap parking lot, and we're continuing south on the Appalachian Trail. We might camp near one of these overlooks over here, or might continue down to where the water source is, and then tomorrow morning we'll take the Malhar Trail back to the Appalachian Trail and then to the parking lot. Just noticed this amazing campsite off the side of the trail. Unfortunately, we're too early into the hike, so we're not gonna be able to stay here. But in the winter, this is definitely a great spot to camp. Amazing. Just reached our first sign of an overlook here. Amazing view. Fog pretty dense, but we can still get a good view. The temperature has definitely dropped 10 or 12 degrees up here. The wind is starting to howl. The elevation is definitely starting to get to us. We're about 4.5 miles in. I've never done a backpacking trip with this kind of elevation. I've done some big hikes, but nothing quite like this. We're starting to think about whether we want to camp near one of the overlooks or near one of the springs, because the overlooks are coming up, but then we'd have more miles on day 2 than day 1, which we probably wouldn't prefer. But another issue is our water supply. I don't think we have enough water to cook all our freeze-dried meals. Just under 7 miles in right now. The last few miles have been a lot easier than the first few. A lot of flatter areas, a lot of downhill, but coming across a great overlook here. We're about half a mile where we think we'll set up camp. We can hear it starting to downpour now. The creek was all dried up, so we couldn't get any water to filter. So we're hoping the next water source near the campsite has a lot of water. Filtering a little bit of water right now. We were about maybe 1,000 or 2,000 feet from the Harper's Creek shelter when it really started to come down. And we were lucky enough, there was a group that was already in the shelter, and they let us get underneath the overhang for like 15 or 20 minutes to wait it out. But check the GPS and we're nowhere near the trail, so we're backtracking now. Hopefully find a campsite soon.
I wanted the tarp to go above them,
We're just finishing up setting camp now. Haven't done a lot of recording. You know, the rain, just in a rush to get everything set up. Sam and Lucas are both in hammocks. I'm in the same tent I usually am. But we're noticing there's all these centipedes that are kind of coming out of the ground during the rain, and they're climbing all over everything. They're in the trees, they're on the ground.
I've never seen anything like this. Great.
We didn't really spend much time choosing which site we wanted, just because it really started coming down, and we kind of had to take one of the first things we saw. We did skip a few that were right off the trail. We wanted to get a little further away, but we're starting to get a little fire going right now. Sun is definitely starting to go down now. Rain kind of keeps coming in and out. We are very exhausted. We've been making food and just trying to keep the fire going as best we can. Sam's let me sit in his hammock for a minute here. This is when you really start to think about how nice it would be to have a camp chair. I know everybody talks about the extra weight, but would definitely be a luxury right now, especially with everything being wet and the centipedes on everything. Going for a quick water fill up. We almost have none left. We only need enough for some more cooking and some drinking tonight, because tomorrow morning we're gonna run into a water source. Absolutely awesome small waterfall right here. Gonna filter some more water. We weren't able to find some at the other spot, but we had to backtrack all the way here, and this is a great spot.
It's 6:30, it's pouring rain. We're thinking that we're gonna wait another like 15-20 minutes, see if it slows down, but try to get on the trail. The rain's not supposed to stop all day, so
it's a little past 8 in the morning, still pouring rain. We were able to pack up. A lot of our equipment is wet, but it's not the end of the world. We're gonna take the Malhar Trail now. Awesome series of kind of small to medium-sized waterfalls here. Wish the weather was a little better, but amazing campsite here. A lot of space if you're with a large group. We stopped for a minute to take a little break at the Mop-In shelter. Just kind of gathering ourselves, taking a breather. Elevation has been absolutely brutal today. Back on the Appalachian Trail now. We're approaching the final stretch to the car. Probably about a mile left or a little bit less. Pretty excited to get back.